Doing a live here. Just gonna pop on here and maybe talk some fireworks. How about it, eh? See if anybody starts popping on here at all. Got a lot of cool stuff I did. A lot of unique items. Different stuff. Stuff that was really not very well known. Wow. Hey, Craig, how's it going? You know, just sitting here chilling. Hope you like the view there of some fireworks. Lots of stuff. So much stuff. So far, I'm only seeing one person in here. Must be everybody else is out and about doing their own thing, huh? That's alright. I can sit here and look at a bunch of fireworks and just be in my glory. Hey, Outlaw. What's up, man? No, I'm not anywhere near LA. I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, Craig, those big boys will set you back a couple pennies or two, you know. That's for sure. Yep. But all for the love of fireworks. We all love our pyro. That's a given right there. Sorry guys, I'm half battling some allergies and heck yeah, Craig. 6 big bores. That's how it's done right there. I don't know if I can zoom in on this or not. Yeah, I can. There's just stuff piled up. A lot of it isn't even like a lot of it's my stuff just to play with. I love crackers and I love to just have a good time and uh I get what I can when I can. Throw it back and it's there. Yep. Fun times. I was outside most of the day just throwing those new water crackers around. Those things are good, guys. good. I'm loading up. I'm loading up. Don't take it from me. You can do what you want, but I'm telling you, those crackers are good. Matt's Pyro Powerhouse. What's up, man? They do sound nice, Outlaw. They are nice. They are hammers. Absolute hammers. I've already burned through a bunch of them already, and they're so fun, you can take them out and light like 4 or 5 of them. Nice. Yeah, those displays are usually pretty good. Gucci puts on a good show, even if we don't all agree with the company practices and all, but they usually put on a good show for sure. Those mag value bottle rockets, soaring agula. Those strobing sticks are pretty darn cool too. They're bright, so bright. You can barely even look at it. Right there, awesome, awesome. Hey Brian, how's it going? Yeah, those old combat zones were awesome. Good to hear, Brian. I love me some Saturn battery missiles. I can't get enough of them. I just love them. A lot of people, that's a firework that a lot of people don't really care for. Not me. I love them things, and the larger ones, the better. Doggy boy. Yo. Yeah? How'd that go? Did it go pretty good? Your group buy? Get everything you wanted? Get any surprises? You open up the case and you think it's something. You open it up and it's different than what you thought. That happens. Sure does. You open it up, it's like, dang. Sometimes it can work out in your favor. Probably at some point on the merch. Yeah, the tariffs so far hasn't been so bad this year. Craig, you don't care for Saturn battery missiles? Yeah, I love them. Anything that whistles, call me up. Anything that whistles and makes a lot of racket and ruckus and noise, you call me, and I got it. It's like these new rockets right there, the Hellhounds. Those things are screamers. Anything that screams and goes bang, I'm there. Those red, white, and blue parachutes there are pretty cool too. Oh yeah, right there. You're looking at some right there. Look, 750 shot patriotic missiles. I've got so many different Saturn battery missiles. I've got color ones. I've got crackle ones. I've got red, white, and blue ones. I've got ones that look like American flags. Yup, I snagged the last one that I could get my hands on. Awesome. And you see what's below it? Even awesomer. Yeah, neighbors, some neighbors will call the police, but that's why you live out in the middle of nowhere. How much do I light off just for the 4th? Well, that's why I got a lot of the cakes and stuff for the 4th, bigger cakes and all that, the cans and all that stuff for the 4th. All the rest of this stuff is for year round. We can't just be a pyro on one day. If you're a pyro 365. Ugh. Yeah, that stuff, the good stuff goes as fast as it comes in. Sometimes it's gone before it even hits the mainstream, you know. It's like the stuff comes in and when it's like in chatter that it's there, it's gone before it even lands. I'm not familiar with the raccoon's tiger force shells. I'm not too familiar. Are they any good, Brian? They must be, huh? Used to be a pyro, you're not no more? Oh, okay. The tiger shells have nice tails. 4 different tiger tail effects. Great breaks. I might have to look into them. I know I'd like those miracles. I can't remember the name of them miracle brands. They got really good effects. And then that T Sky kit that I got has great effects too. Did you guys see that parachute cake I did? That thing is absolutely insane. Nice. That's nice, Brian. Nice price there. I just like the unique, different unicorn stuff you can find, even if it's not the top of the line, biggest and baddest booms, and you know it doesn't knock the neighbor's house 5 blocks over. The unique, different stuff is fun. See that one right up there? I like those too. Pretty awesome. Yup, if you know, you know. Has everybody got most of their stuff ready for the 4th? All your stash. I've been watching stash videos. I've Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday they have me on 3rd shift, and all I do is sit in the shack and do nothing on 3rd shift. Literally, I sit there all night. Have to be awake and have to be alert, but I cannot do anything. I don't do anything physical. Just sit there. If a horse gets out, I go and put it back in. That's it. So I've been watching tons of stash videos and store tours. People have been coming in hot with these store tours lately. I've been watching video after video it's been keeping me entertained for the long 8-10 hour shifts that I do on 3rd shift, just sitting there. Yeah, I do remember the old budget shells. Nice. Yeah, it's been a quick minute since I went live, huh? Just been busy and never enough time, it don't seem. See, we're missing quite a few people tonight. It's pretty late. Shotgun brand. See, stuff is weird the way they work it. China is something. Mag value is another one. It's by Magnus, and you can buy something mag value, um, and it could be so good, and then you go buy something else or the same thing somewhere else or somewhere, and it's like garbage. Yeah, sometimes I do. But when I'm sitting in that shack doing nothing, I think, man, this time's going so slow. But then when you got to get stuff done, it's like whoosh, flies by. Light and run, huh? You know, another brand that makes good stuff when it first comes out is Legend. Telling you guys, Legend is notorious for making the first batch of something great. But after that, that's why with those water crackers, I'm telling you guys, you will not find water crackers like that very often. And when you find them, you got to get them because they will not be around very long. Those water crackers are some of the best, absolute best water crackers I've ever had. I'm telling you. Awesome. No, just just 1-4. I don't mess with the others. Yep, that's the way a lot of them do it. First batch is great, and then straight downhill. I don't really know. China does some funny stuff. Yeah, you should have bought all of them. Yeah, no, you're good. You're good, Matt. Matt's Pyro Powerhouse. Yeah, all good here. I thought about getting it, but I don't know. Yeah, they were another one that were good. I don't know if they're still good or not. They were good. The Damascus. Yes, I did know. Yep, on the Excaliburs they did do that. They did. They had the fuses on both ends. It was pink. I used to be a big advocate for Excaliburs. I'm telling you guys, at one time Excaliburs were good. I mean, I'm not saying they were good. And then the limits were tested with this other stuff here, and now Excaliburs look like babies. But I tell you what, there was a time where you could go in the store and Excaliburs were what you went in for. And it wasn't just me. Like, people drove hundreds and thousands of miles to go to a fireworks store where there was Excaliburs. Everybody had them. Everybody wanted them. Everybody loved them. And then when other stuff comes out, people are like, oh, they suck. Well, Excaliburs don't suck. There's just, everything is involved. Um, they're still a decent can for what they are. But big fireworks is really what started this craze of the 4 inch or 5 inch, 6 inch. Big fireworks was the first one to come out with the 5 inch Texas side super shell, they were called, and I remember them. They came out in probably, I'm gonna say 2016, 16 or 17. They came out because the heavy hitters of the canister shells before all this stuff was Excaliburs, and then you had Brothers Smoke and Mirrors, and then you had big pro shells. Everybody wanted the big pro shells, and then after the pro shells, they came out with HD shells. HD shells were the neon colored ones. Everybody wanted HD shells and pro shells. Pro shells were the best. After those were what people, Excaliburs were like set the bar, and then the pro shells come out and everybody lost their minds. Well, there was some batches of Excaliburs that were loaded, and I've seen them. I've had them. Not super hot, but they were. And for the time, you got to understand, back then, that was the thing. That was it. There was nothing else. It wasn't like we could go to the store and buy, what a lot of people can now. So, Excaliburs were what? It was the OG. They're the OGs. They're the ones that started it all. Oh, for me, it was several things I got at the same time. Uh, Multiple rocket and a case each of the big fat ground bloom, the zippers, and zombie returns cans. I was tickled like a damn. I remember that trip. I paid $200 each on the case. I paid $225 for a case of zippers, zipper lips, big fat ground blooms. And I tried to go once me and my buddies came and set them off. I tried to go back and get more, and they were gone. And then the only thing I could get then was Rise in the East, and those were smaller, but still fun and cool, but not like them big fat zipper lips were. Oh yeah, and it was the original ones too. Uh, and that box, everything about them, the box, the label on the box, and everything was just so cool. Yeah, the OG Rise in the East were fun. I shot so many of those things, and then the Thundercrackers come out, and I was buying them for 250 ish, I do believe, a case. And then red and greens come out, and then the baseball bats. You guys remember the baseball bats? Are you kidding me? Man, those things were something. We probably will never see something like that again. Those things were awesome. And then the huge babies. Well, first, before they were huge babies, I don't know if anybody remembers, they were actually called heavy bomber. And then it was huge babies. Yeah. Well, I'm a little bit older. I've just been, I've been around a little bit. I don't think I've got all the experience, but I remember quite a bit of stuff, and that's why I try to stock up when I can, because it's like instead of remembering, it's like let's go shoot one of these things instead of I remember when I had it and how much it cost. Yeah, anybody can say that, but being able to go into your back room and pulling some out, that's another thing. Yeah, that's cool, Brian. I don't see light of the world tonight. He's he's all busy with a bunch of stuff. He always claims he's busy, but he always says he's on a shoot. Light of the World's on a shoot tonight? Oh, he told me he wasn't going to that. Liar. Yep, an open shoot or a demo. He told me he wasn't going to it. Oh well, and it don't matter to me. You guys ever see the Master Iconic Twins fountains? Whew. They're pretty dang good too. You see those things, you buy them all of them. Even if they have 100 cases, you buy them all. You tell them I want all of them right now. You put them in my truck now. Take all my money. Take it. Yup, they're pretty awesome. Yeah, Brian, those are impressive, but the Iconic Twins are pretty dang good myself. I'm telling you, that's gonna be the next video I throw up. They're awesome. The one thing that those other fountains don't have is full duration of crackle. And I think that's what a lot of people like in a really good fountain is that full intense, real high shooting full, crackle. Even though they're good fountains, they had, some people can't really appreciate a good silent fountain. Everything has to be loud, and I'm a first one that likes loudness. I don't get me wrong, I love the loud stuff, but it doesn't always all have to be loud. Like right there, I'm telling you, these are some impressive smokes. Those disco smokes, they're impressive. They're nice, real thick, vibrant smoke. Nice. And then those spinners up there, those wheels, ooh, those are good too. And they don't make a lot of noise, but they're great. They got really cool effects. Those cherry bomb crackers, they're not the best, but they're not bad. Yep. Well, that's like that one cake. Bumble? is it Bumble? That's not super loud, but really really awesome effect. Like I said before, I like finding the stuff that, like, look, like this right here. Awesome. Right there. Right right there. Not super loud, but really awesome effect. And those magic pinwheel parachutes are some of the best. That is, where do you see parachutes that spin? You're not. That is so sick. See some more stuff hiding back there. Yep. Yep. The master bugs around. Awesome. Okay, Brian. You know where to find me. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in with some of these people. They are clowns. Clowns that think they can charge 5 times what it's worth. Or in some cases, like 20 times, 30 times. Crazy. Yep, brain drain. That's another good one. Good one. And brain drain, and the other one there, 50 shot spinal tap. It's called spinal tap. That's a good one too. Oh, heck yeah, Craig. Putting 250 shot racks of Ghostbusters. Yeah. That'll echo behind there. I don't know if you can see them. I got a couple lords, and they're darks. People were saying that they were rewraps, but they're not. They're dark. Yeah, you're right, Powerhouse. They are. There's several of them. Spinal Tap. I got them all somewhere hidden back there. There's a bunch of them back there. For my finale, I'm doing like 20 cases each of the raccoon whistling to banger, and then I'm gonna hit them with the quick match. They're all gonna go up, and right before they end, then I'm gonna hit it with the 100 shot red, white, and blue to banger. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna have like 30 cases of each one. I'm almost there now. Yep, Brian, got him. In fact, if you look right over there, you'll see a couple right over here. Bam. Whoa. Well, every year is different. This year, I'm not going to do as long a main show as I normally do, but I haven't had a real show in years because I just been the last few years since, well, really since 2019, I think was my last show because COVID, and what I just started doing after that was just stuff with the kids and doing a couple cakes here and there and just family fun in the backyard, doing the sparklers and the firecrackers and all the, and there was loud stuff rockets and all that. But as far as an actual organized show, I haven't had one since 2019. So this year will be my first real show since then. Because I started, I started to get discouraged with everybody, showing up and then complaining about you should have had this and you should have did this and you could have done that. And it was like, well, I would have done that if you would have pitched in money. And they're like, oh no, we can't do that. So I just said, you know what, piss on you guys. I'm not the only one that's going to throw the money in to have a show. But this year, I'm doing it for me. I'm not doing it for anybody else. I'm doing it for myself. So, whatever. But I don't know. I just started to get agitated with people. And, I'm the firework guy. So I'm the one that should be supplying everything and doing everything. And nobody wanted to help me. That's another thing. It's hard to do all this by yourself. Yep. Yeah, hand lighting is I don't like hand lighting because you can't enjoy it. If you're out there hand lighting, you can't enjoy the show. You really can't. Yeah, man. Yep. It's it's a lot. There's a lot to it. If people think that it's like we 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 have a we have a lot of it's a lot of you have your own job every day, and then you have a lot of travel time and a lot of just scouring lists to try to find everything, and then when you want something and it's out, then you got to find something else to get. And I don't think people really understand what all goes into that. They think, oh, it's just a hobby. Yeah, well, plus you see all this stuff. You guys know how heavy all this stuff is, and then when you go out there to do a show and you got to lug it all around for the 567th time, year after year, kind of gets old. So I kind of scaled it back a little bit. But this year, I think it's time. I think it's time to. That's why I was focusing a lot on my grand finale, because my grand finale is going to be. I want it to be mainly salutes. I don't want no color puke, sky puke. I'm a loud salute dude, and it's going to be whistle and salutes. This is going to be freaking crazy. Yup. I'm a single fuse dork. Yeah. Yeah, case of ground blooms weighs 50 pounds. I know, it's crazy. Pick up a case of regular firecrackers. Those full reds and stuff up there are light. But regular firecrackers, phew, heavy. But those new ground blooms are legit, guys. They're legit. I've loaded up on them. They're damn good. And I really like the old school wrap on them too. Yep. A case of lightsabers, fast fuse would be awesome. I think at the end, I was really toying with the fact at the end of my show, at the very end, after all those salutes and all the bangers go, I was really toying with doing one single rack, fast fuse with Nishiki cans, like 30, like a full case, like a full case of them. So however many, so it'd be like three racks, 30 shot racks. So three of them almost. Of Nishiki cans, like your Nishiki Blast, or I know Raccoon has another one. Big Slick, they're another good one. Yup. No, sorry if that's coming through the phone. It's my fan. I can turn it off. Sorry, Brian. I always have a fan on. Always. Sorry if that was coming through the phone. I didn't think of that when I had the fan on. I didn't know. I can't hear how bad it was coming through. Yep. Drip the drip the sky. That's right. We love the big old drippy willows. At least I do. I see those new Proline waterfall cans, but I haven't picked any of them up. But I was thinking about it, throwing a rack of them in my show because I just like that effect. I know they're not loud, but I like that effect. No, I haven't shot in the Shiki Mine 500 grammer. I haven't shot it. I shot a nice daytime smoke cake today called Band of Colors by Pyro Demon. Good stuff. Yup. I'd love to see those spinner cakes when it's real dark. Are you talking about the parachutes? I did it. If you're talking about the parachute, I did it at twilight because I wasn't sure if it was going to be a day cake or if it's nighttime. And I actually think it's day because I was kind of having a hard time seeing them. Yup. Yeah. Yeah, I see those nighttime smoke cakes, but I didn't get any because they're so it's so fast, and I don't know really where to put it. I think it's cool, but I don't really. It's not my thing, I guess. For my show, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think it's more like a you know hanging around the bonfire with all your buddies and stuff, drinking some beers at night, and say, hey, let's check out this new smoke cake, and you just go out there and hit it. In 2 seconds, it's gone, and you all laugh and go crack another beer and have a good time. Huh. Then the Nishiki mines fill up so much of the sky on the way up. Yeah, that's. I'll have to see if I can find it. Nishiki mine. I'll have to see if I can find that one. I was trying to find. There's a cake. I'm trying to remember what it was. What it was. Holy Nishiki or no? Those are cans, aren't they? There's a cake that's a really good Nishiki. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it probably is Raccoon. Raccoon loves making nishikis. They sure do. I think it'd be cool to get like 20 cases of 700 and 800 shot Saturn battery missiles and just fast fusing all them suckers together and just letting them rip. Say let them rip, boys, and just let it go. Then when it gets to the end of it, have a couple 100 shot saluters at the end. Or have a bunch of zips in there with it, but the sound of the who you're gonna hire to clean up the mess. Well, see where I'm at. I get to shoot the stuff up over a pond, and it's leased by the natural gas companies, and it's just gravel. It's just a gravel drive area, and then there's a pond there. So most of the air debris goes into the pond, and anything that's on the ground, it really don't matter. I just clean up all my spent cakes and stuff, and all that plastic and all that stuff doesn't really matter. I love the howlers too, man. I love them. It's gonna it's gonna be it's gonna be loud when you got a bunch of them going off at once. Whole bunch of them, case after case after case. I just love that logo. That logo right there is awesome. I love that. Yep, that's a big cake right there. It's a nice one. I was able to get one, but I don't know. Some of that stuff is very hard for me to get. Yeah, it's Cherry Bomb brand. Can you see it now, Brian? I zoom in on it. How about now? Look at that. Just the old school Cherry Bomb like design it looks like. It's just sweet. Yeah, the bugs around did. I almost didn't think I was going to get that one, but I managed to get it, and I was chomping at the bit because I was going to order early and then I didn't. Then when I ordered it, they're like, okay. And then he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, ooh, but I got it. So I guess I can be happy for that. Everything's going so fast. Everyone is like, oh, nobody's going to have money for fireworks because of these tariffs. Well, pff, everybody has money this year, seems like. Everybody, stuff's going quick. What was it? Uh, even smokes are being sold out. It's crazy amount of stuff is going real fast. Now, I don't know. I mean, yeah, you want it, you can have it, Brian. I can get more. So that case there came with a cool poster, a cherry bomb poster. I mean, that it's awesome. I'm gonna hang that up. I opened up that case and there was a poster at the top of it. And I was like, whoa, all right. Big bores, I'm not too sure. Just like the threes of the rockets, they're gone. That's it. They're no more. What's floating around's it. After that, they're gone. No more. Best advice I can give is if you like it, you want it, and it's available, you get it. Even if you don't have any aspiration of setting it off right at that moment. I mean, if you have a spot to put the stuff, do it. I don't know. It's easy for me to say, but that's what I do. All right, Brian. I'm gonna get another case of, not this size. I'm gonna get 2000s. So if there's another one in it, you can just have it. But it is sick. That poster is definitely awesome. Yup, sure is. Oh, yeah, you're right, Craig. You're right. It is very uncertain, especially the 114 Pro too. I hear that's not going to be around too much longer. Oh, it just keeps coming, doesn't it? Look at that. There is stuff for days down there. There's so much stuff you can't even see back there. Stacked up almost to the damn Raptors. Those full reds I like. I really like them. And then those flash rolls there, I like them too, but I can't get any more. That's it. Well, somebody somebody that knows about it was telling me, and I'm not exactly sure how it is, but I don't know. I don't even know if that was good information. It could be, it could not be, but I don't know. Like I say, I'm just gonna keep buying while it's available, and then once it's gone, I guess. So, but you notice, I don't know if you guys noticed that anymore. If you go to a 1-3 show put on by the county or big planter or something, you notice how ever since COVID, you don't see very many salutes in the grand finale. Used to, a 1-3 show would be so salute focused on the finale, it wasn't even funny. Nowadays, you're lucky to see, which seems like 100 of them. I mean, used to you could go to a a, a, a town fireworks show and the grand finale was just banger after banger after banger. Now it's just like color, like the Ripper cakes and nishikis. Yep, you're right. And the big boars, the big shot ones, they're in big jeopardy. Big jeopardy. But we ought to know it was gonna come to an end, gonna come to a head at some point. Especially right now, because there's so much. Like the last couple years, there's so much out there. And it's just kind of gotten out of hand. But I don't know. But all right, guys, we're coming up just on an hour now, and I don't see a lot of people in here left now. So I think I'm going to end it tonight, and I'll talk to you guys at another one. All right, guys, you all have a good night, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Have a good night, guys.